Hello, friends. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. I look unbelievably shiny once again. I don't know if it's the humidity. I don't know if it's the just lifestyle of a super golden girl. I have no idea. But I am like shimmering. My face is so shiny. I have no idea why. It's almost like I feel like it looks a little bit greasy. But I don't know what to do. It reminds me of being like 26 years old. My skin used to be a little bit more like juicy. So that's good. I'm happy I'd rather it look like this than dry. So, but it's still very shimmery. Anyway, I wanted to come to you and talk to you about a pretty serious medical issue that I have been dealing with for quite some time. I've been suffering in silence. The only reason I've been silent is because I just don't really ever think about it in the moment, but it is something that really, really has wreaked a lot of havoc in my life. And, the only reason I bring it up is because I mentioned one of the symptoms of it the other day in one of my videos without even realizing. And then I thought about it afterwards and I was like, oh, that's why. And the other day in a video, just casually, you know, I always start the videos in the middle of me getting ready and then leave it in because I just think it's so funny. I was talking about how I had just eaten and that my face looked really puffy, like it was like swollen, like puffy. And I was wondering what that was about. I have what is considered TMD, which is the disorder of the TMJ, which is I'll put the word, something that starts with a T. Something, I wish I had written it down because I could say it if I could look at it, but it's like transmodular blah, blah, blah joint. That's TMJ. And then I guess TMD is the disorder with that joint. And so I have I don't know if it's because of grinding or if it's just nature, but the teeth on the left side of my mouth are a little bit shorter than the teeth on the right. I also have a dimple on this side, and the dimple is actually a birth defect because it's something about the muscle not forming correctly. So I don't know if this side is just not fully formed correctly because I have issues with everything on the left side. I had a tumor on the left side. My hand on the left side doesn't have as much mobility. And I have this TMD as well. And now this has gotten really, really bad because a couple of months ago, I was eating some granola, which is what the trigger is, and I think I dislocated it. I felt like a pop, and I heard a pop. And ever since then, I haven't been able to really open my mouth all the way. Like, it's a struggle for me to get a fork into my mouth to even eat. It's so hard. And like, if I'm eating something like popcorn or even granola, half of it spills because I'm not able to open my mouth wide enough. Like, that's it. And it like right there, it's stuck. I cannot open my jaw and I have to crack it. And some days it just doesn't crack. And I noticed if I eat too much sodium, it swells up the area because you get inflammation from eating certain types of foods. It's not just sodium. There's other foods, especially oil. It just swells right up. And I can't even open my mouth. And sometimes it's painful. Some days it's unbelievably painful. There's a shooting pain in my ear. There's a shooting pain right here. And if it's too cold outside, it feels like somebody is sticking an ice pick in my ear. And I've dealt with those symptoms for years. And right after I had surgery on my neck, I went to a doctor and he was the worst doctor I'd ever been to. He was so horrible. He had no bedside manner. He offered me no help. It was just really, really a very unpleasant situation. But there's really, I don't know, other than getting a mouth guard to stop teeth grinding, because I do grind my teeth as well, there's not really much, I guess, that can be done, but it hurts so bad. And if you heard the pop, when I do finally get it open, like, it's a mess. And it really causes me a lot of stress. Sometimes I'm just sitting there and it's just like throbbing. And I never mention it because it's just like, who even cares? But it's interesting that I would mention that my face gets swollen after I chew. And it's just because the chewing is off. Like, each time I bite down, this is like bending further because these teeth touch each other. These don't. And so like it throws off the thing, and it really, the pain is on this side, but all the pressure is on this side because this is the side where the teeth line up correctly. It's really, really interesting. And if maybe somebody else has ever had this problem, maybe there's something they could do. I wonder if they could put like a little bit of extra enamel, bless you, boo. or something on the back teeth, on the teeth, a couple of the teeth, so that when I bite down, the camera cut off. Sorry, the camera cut off. If I may put on my orthodontist hat for a moment, is there a way to build up enamel? Like, is there an artificial something that could be overlaid on just the back teeth so that when I bite down, the bite is even? Like, it doesn't have to be all of the teeth. It just has to be like the back ones where all the pressure is. That's the only thing that I can think of that could solve the problem, is for them to put like some sort of enamel just to build up a few centimeters, millimeters. I'm not exactly sure which one is the smallest one. I think it's millimeters. Just a few millimeters of just some kind of enamel, even if it wasn't, if it just like, as long as it was white, so that it would even out the bite. Okay? Orthodontists out there, I don't even know if that's possible. Does that even make any sense? Because it makes perfect sense to me. So let's get on that. And that is just, I just wanted to share that because maybe other people have that problem. I know a lot of people have TMD, and for a lot of different reasons. And it is something that can really, really wreak havoc, especially if you're somebody like me who loves to eat. Can you imagine I'm trying to like shovel popcorn in my mouth? Half of it's falling all over the place because my mouth is only open like this wide. And my eyes grab big handfuls of popcorn. It's really it's really a shame. But anyway, that's all I had to say. I have like 10 videos to shoot. I can't shoot it in this lighting. I look I don't know what's wrong with me. I look greasy. I look, literally because of my skin tone and my hairdo, I look like a chicken wing, a chicken leg. I look like a drumstick, a fried drumstick. All right, we're done. Bye.